Oh, dude, I swear I was driving next to Liam Ryan at the lights in the Tongan Highway, and there's this big blue Hilux next to me. The guy kind of looking there, I look over there, I'm like, looks next to me, I'm like, that looks just like Liam Ryan. I'm like trying to glance over, and he's still looking at me like, thinking like, oh, you know, I think this person's recognized me, and I'm like, I kind of smiled, like, yeah, I think that was
Puts the
Liam.
finger up a crest and fuck
you. Fuck you. Leave me alone.
But he turned off. I won't say where, but he turned off, and like as I was driving past, and he get one last glance to see if it actually was him, and he was still looking at me.
He's like, is that Chris Green?
This is Rap Podcast.
Dudes of the round table.
I finally listened to that Yanye or whatever.
Nyomi Park.
Yomi.
Is it
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know if that's right. It's
No,
Y
I said
and-
Yanye.
I think it's Nyomi.
Yomi.
Nyomi.
I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get it wrong. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm pretty sure it is Nyomi Park. Yeah.
That episode was
I
very,
didn't listen to all of it. I watched the 2 clips that are on YouTube at the moment. Yeah, it's fucked up.
It is
very
it's-
fucked up, but eye opener.
Yeah, it
sure.
is.
Oh,
It's
Sorry, eye opening.
if you do like podcasts and listen to podcasts, that's one to definitely listen to.
It's scary.
Like you were saying though, man, the other day, like Joe has definitely been a massive influence for us, and it's not just to sound like cliche or be the typical I'm a Joe Rogan fan. Like I only really got into him not long ago, like probably I'd say about a year.
But it's his style, like.
But
Yeah, it's just
his approach is like he's this megastar fucking celebrity dude, but like acts like the most
like a lad.
casual Joe
Yeah.
like the rest of us. You know what I mean? Like he's
No
humble
pun
as fuck,
intended.
and there's no, yeah, oh yeah, true.
Phew.
But you know he's a held down to earth dude and makes all other big time celebrities feel like they're just back to their normal selves again. You know, and it's like it's dope, and that's how I see ourselves going with the chemistry we share
Yeah,
as just us
for
for
sure,
our own,
man.
but then being around guests and shit, bro. You know,
It's like
Yeah.
I mentioned that to you yesterday. Like that's why I definitely take an inspiration and influence from him for podcasting. Like even the way he approaches things. Obviously, he does a bit of background, research on his guests, but they just shoot the shit. Like the topic could start about that person, or it could start about anything, and then they will lead into it at some point. But it's not like it's like I need to blah blah and tick off the boxes. It's not like that. It's cool.
Yeah. But it's a real conversation, and it's a curiosity conversation. So he's always asking like actual questions, and it's based off his own knowledge too. Like,
And he's great with the way he approaches questions too. Like he sounds fully sincere and he sounds educated, even though he calls himself a moron and all the time, but he's not.
but that's also him maybe having the mindset of like not being the smartest person in the room. You know, that's a learning mindset.
Being real, being honest.
Yeah.
just being on a daily basis.
I listened to one with him yesterday, and he sounded like he was like drunk as fuck. He's like singing along to Meatloaf. Oh baby, let me put a sleep on it. Come on, baby. He literally sung the whole song. He's like, Jamie, I don't give a fuck if we get kicked off Spotify. Crank it, turn it up. And then him and his guest sung the whole song almost. It was crazy. And that song goes for like fucking probably 8 minutes or so. He didn't play the whole thing, but it was pretty close. I just love his laugh. He's like, anyway.
Sorry for the listeners, eh?
Yeah.
Ears
Sorry.
are like Windows smash.
We ain't recording yet. This is just this is just chit chat.
Oh, it actually is recording.
We start now.
Chris thought. On the topic of music, actually. Now we've spoken about this gentleman in past pods, past episodes, the Kid Leroy, the guy that's doing us proud.
Yes.
sir.
It's been a good couple of weeks, and the song's called "Stay," right?
Stay. Yeah.
It's a fucking banger. Every time it comes on, man, me and Sam crank it in the car. Hey, it's so good. And all I can think of, like with the dance move, is
Just
Whoa.
yeah. But I brought this up the first time we listened to it.
Yes.
There's another song that I would love, and if you're a DJ out there and you know how to do this shit, please fucking do it.
Remix masters, please listen.
Do a mashup of "Stay" by Kid Leroy and "Who Could It Be Now."
By Men at Work.
Yeah. Like let's we're literally a bunch of men at work at the moment. We'll bring up the song
I like those succulents.
because I swear to God, it is like the perfect mashup.
When it gets to that chorus.
Yeah. Every time it comes on, I sing it.
Just there, right? You can hear it.
Yeah.
That must kill your back.
Bro, get your back fixed. Wait for it. Who could it be now? Who could it be now? Who could it be now? And here's the dance.
But it turns into the cartoon clip, like from the fucking. Who could it be now?
That spilled milk.
Oh fuck yeah! It's every time it's like Sam, I swear Sam's getting tired of me doing it every time we're in the car.
Heard it.
She's like, I get it, it fucking fits. Who can it be knocking at my door? Hello?
Speaking
Hello?
of knocking on doors.
Is it me you're looking for?
Yes, actually it is. Come in, please. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Dudes the Round Table,
Welcome,
where
everybody.
we talk about the weird, the wonderful, and everything in between.
The weird, the wonderful, no, the weird, the wonderful, and everything in between.
Hey.
Hello.
We should get shirts that say that.
Yeah, I think we should. But when it in the shirt, we should have it like at the back or the front. But imagine doing it in the Star Wars writing where it's coming down or up into the screen. That'd be pretty cool.
Now you're just giving out.
Too many
tips
ideas.
and
Too many ideas. I'm just gonna bleep that out. No.
Hang it.
A whole bunch of dolphin sounds again.
How are we, gentlemen?
Fantastic, mate. Very good, very good.
Another solo, but not solo episode. If you get what I mean, it's
Yeah.
just us three.
Sure is.
I think we're finding our groove with these a little bit more as we start to step more into our own level and space of expertise.
Yes,
well.
the bag of niches. We're opening the bag up again for the first time, which is not again, but
It's the
you know.
second time. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's cool to get this back together again because it gets us to look a little bit more deeper into what we want to look into as well, and give the listeners a little bit more of an ease into, it's the lubrication into the.
Never go and try.
No, never go on dry, but it's the lubrication into the individual niches a little bit. Yeah.
That got deep.
Oh god.
Who's got the WD-40?
Oh, with lube, you're definitely getting deep.
Spread them.
But no, how you guys been? How's your week been?
They're good. I've only done a 2-day week this week, but
Oh, that's right.
Save some holidays for
Yeah, I know, I know.
wanker.
I started the end of last week going to Dunsborough, and that was fantastic. Really lovely trip down there. And
Holidays over. You done, bro?
I'm Dunsborough. I'm Dunsborough. Nah, but looking forward to this all week though. It was a good meeting Wednesday with you fellas, and keen to jump into the niches tonight with all you listeners out there. We hope you enjoy it too. Jake,
Say niches one more time.
niches. Niches.
Niche.
Niches. Niches.
Yeah, bought a couple of shares the other day. What'd you buy? Oh, just knee shares.
Oh, these
Bad puns and dad jokes. Not even a father.
killing me.
How many niches do you have? I've got like 4 nephews. I don't have any.
I hate it when people call it niches.
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 Yeah. The C is silent, sort of.
The H's.
Yeah.
Niches.
What about you, Jake? How's your week been, man?
Man, it's been a good week.
Good to
It's
see
just
you.
flying by, man.
I have to say, man, I saw you at the gym this morning, and you're looking thick, boy.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro.
Damn, boy!
I've been.
That's a thick ass boy.
I don't know how to take compliments, man, but I appreciate that.
You
Thank
just
you.
take them and you put them in your pocket.
Then you walk
Just run
away.
away or what? Nah, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, I've been putting in the groundwork, bro. I've been cutting back on the alcohol, and I've been focusing more on my health and my dietary plans and all that goodness. So yeah, no, things have been going good, man. Nothing too new for me lately, but other than that, man, yeah, just been looking forward to doing another episode tonight.
How good does it feel to be a little bit more recognised at the gym now? Like people are like, oh, you're like, oh, you're on the pod. Oh, can you talk about?
Wait. So the thing is, but you say we get recognised, but I got recognised as someone else on the podcast. She's like, "Oh, Chris, I'm a big fan." I was
I didn't want to say anything.
"Fuck's sakes!" I just accepted
I
it.
know,
And
I
I was
kept
like,
looking at him, and it's like, oh wait, Chris, sorry, I'll let you get back to your workout soon. I'm like, wait, Chris doesn't work out.
meanwhile, I'm just like,
Oh, God. Who was this? Some random at the gym, was it?
No, it's a receptionist.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. It is what it is, man. We still, it's good to see. It's
yeah.
good to meet the fans, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Lana. She's the one that we just put up on the story. She was like, I want to hear more about how to get to sleep. And I was like, yeah, listen to the Dudes at the Round Table because we waffle on so much. They will put you to sleep.
She's like, yeah, can you help us? I was like, yeah, of course. We'll,
I reckon Mo should sponsor us, eh? We should hit him up. And Mo, if you're listening, how would you feel about if we threw a couple of Dudes at the Round Table posters in your gym? Come on.
hey,
Yeah,
make it happen. Make it happen.
No, he'll be like, they have to be red and black.
We can make that happen. That's
We'll make it
easy.
happen.
That's all right.
We'll make it red and black, but we'll tweak the tinge so that it's like a blue and pink.
Yeah. That sounds
It's
fair.
red and black at the root though. Just a tiny little bit in the corner.
Come on, Mo. We appreciate you. Let's make this happen.
What about you, big homie? What you been up to, bro?
Yeah, what's been going
Yeah,
down?
It's simple kind of week this week. Same as always. It's just been grind, gym. It's been it pretty much. Exciting though. I'm taking a week off next week from my full-time role.
Yes.
Okay, there you
So-
go.
Yes, definitely.
Let's make it happen,
Well-
baby.
Well deserved.
Yes, sir.
Well deserved.
Skeet.
But that extra focus and extra energy is being put back into what we're doing here, so I'll be able to do a little bit more planning
Right.
and catching up on some of the video content that we've got to get going
Man.
for the pod as well. So it's gonna be
How
good.
good is this man?
This guy just
Seriously,
doesn't stop, eh?
Seriously,
Even on his
But,
breaks.
can't stop,
Seriously,
won't stop.
man, like he is a machine that it just doesn't stop. If you appreciate Raymond, send him some love, please, on the socials or whatever you
Jake, how do
want
you
to
take
do.
compliments?
In person, whatever.
Apparently, you put
Show
him
him
in
some
the
love. Yeah, I got compliments falling out of my pockets everywhere.
Walk around with like 3/4 pants, like.
But no, seriously, man.
His pants. He's got utility pants on at the moment. Show the listeners.
Yeah, I'm wearing my. Check these out.
Show
These,
the watches. Sorry, not the
You
listeners.
dirty son of a bitch! You didn't even take your work clothes off.
no, I'm half.
He
of them.
changes his shirt. Yeah, man, I just had a shower, bro. You still smell the paint fumes coming off his fucking pants right
Where
now?
was I anyway? All right, yeah, these are from Kmart.
Utility
These
pants.
are, they've got the cool pockets.
Jesus. Shout out to Kmart.
Got like a little zip thing here for the listeners if you're not listening or watching. You can put your stuff in there. You can put.
How big is the zip? About this big.
Yeah, it's huge. Nah, I got them on special for $25.
Oh, but no, man.
What were we saying? Yeah, we're complimenting Ray.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you love the content and you love listening and watching, it's all because of this man right here. He
Hello.
makes the magic happen.
Yes, sir.
Me and Jake are just the pretty faces, but and voices.
The pod wouldn't be the pod without you guys on here, so you guys are just as valuable.
The pod wouldn't be the pod without you, Ray.
Pod wouldn't be what it is without you, my man.
I think Jake put it in a weird analogy the other day, which I thought was pretty cool. Like
What, the word
Ray,
pod would be missing the D without me. Hey-oh!
Ray's like,
All right, I'm gonna steal that one.
actually, no.
What does the D stand for? Dickhead!
I'll leave that analogy
Douchebag.
alone. It was pretty cool though. But anyway,
What
Oh,
was
God.
he said this podcast, like Ray, you're like God. You make everything happen, and me and Jake are like the angels behind it. That kind of just. I don't know. Can't remember exactly what you said. I'm like, it's a weird analogy,
like,
but
that's a small narrative where I was going with it, but like I didn't actually say it like that. Can you at least fucking say something, right?
it's more fun
We
to
never
make
say
things up.
anything right, bro.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you, Chris. But yeah, no, it was on the same sort of terms.
Tangent. Yeah. We get
Yeah.
you. We get you.
Work pants and
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm
Stuff.
an angel. I'd say like I'm a fallen angel. You know what I'm saying? I'm Lucifer, this bitch.
Yeah.
What's up?
By the way, we just want to shout out Coke
is-
Zero, Coke No Sugar, actually, sorry, is sponsoring this episode. Nay. It's empty. It's all right. I know.
I bet you didn't see that coming. No, I didn't.
Going back to my week.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so next week's going to be cool. Going to be a lot of catch up on video content planning and stuff like that. Stuff that I don't get to do because I'm so busy with full-time work.
Life.
So, yeah. But also taking the week off because, controversially, if we will, for a moment, on Tuesday, I'm getting my first Pfizer jab.
Okay.
Actually, on that, because I'm on such a fucking roll with these fucking puns, I saw this thing on Facebook, and it's like, yeah, I got my my jab the other day, and they did it in my leg, and I went home, and it was just really, it's like it's freaking killing me. And I'm limping around the house, and my missus looks at me and goes, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" And I just said, "Oh, my Pfizer sore."
I like it. I don't mind it. That's not bad.
I was
That's
like,
not
"What
bad.
the fuck? No!" I hope I don't get it done on my leg. I still want to train on the week off, so
Be in your ass cheek.
that's the steroid, bro.
He's like, wait, we're not talking about that?
No, so yeah, I'm getting the Pfizer shot on Tuesday. Completely my decision to do.
Yeah, man. Big news.
How you feeling about it?
Yeah, fine. I mean, I'm the type of person that if I'm in a car that's heading towards a brick wall, like, I just accept my fate. Like, so whatever happens on Tuesday, it happens, but I doubt anything's going to happen. So
Well, we hope not, man. We hope
if you don't see any more episodes after tonight.
Yeah, Ray's going to be our guinea pig. He's going to be testing it first.
No, look,
If he dies, he dies.
that kind of leaves me. If he dies, he dies. Just make sure you put more plates on the bar before I do.
Just go. It's like episode 35. It's like hell shit cameras, and there's like I was just struggling to fucking work out what.
If Ray dies, we'll have to put that portrait of him up. The one of you as Batman in the gym. No, we'll put it up in here somewhere. That should actually be a good place.
It's
You
just
should bring it. We'll put it in here.
It's just
Yeah.
it's a photo of him.
How have we not thought of that before?
It's a photo
Fuck's
of him,
sake, Jake.
but it's like the fucking South Park where he's like, you know,
The Canadians with their heads like bobble up and down.
hi guys.
Yeah. Let me finish.
You do what?
I can't finish.
What Static X done when
Oh,
what's his name? Static
the new Static Wayne? No,
Wayne Static.
Wayne Static.
Yeah,
Sorry.
when he
Static
when he
Wayne.
passed away, they made a mask that replicated his face, and then you.
Single
So
wears it.
you guys do that with me. It's just someone else here, but like throwing away my face. How fucking weird and creepy would that be?
What's that new? There's a new app that you got on your phone where it's got a picture of someone. A lot of people have been doing it for loved ones that have passed, and it makes their face move. And
Oh yeah, it takes a
I
photo.
don't know if it makes
still.
them talk, but it makes them
Yeah,
like move.
it
like,
makes them move. Yeah, it takes a photo a still photo. Sorry, and
That's low-key creepy, man.
we'll just do
yeah.
that with you, but have like a screen. We'll have put the TV on this side.
I'm just like continuously like this, like.
Straight up orgasm faces, like what the fuck?
Every now and
Is
then,
Ray
like,
trying to nut right now?
glitch, nutting Ray. What the hell?
What's wrong? Nothing, right?
Jesus.
Why are you so quiet?
Oh.
It's like
But yeah, no. Anyways, I'm sure I'll be fine after the first jab.
Yes,
Anything,
hope so.
it'll be like I'm anticipating it'll be like when I used to get flu shot jabs, where I just get sick for a couple of days and
yeah.
that's it. You know. I mean, look, the side effects that from it, like leading into something I actually wanted to talk about tonight is yeah, look, the side effects that happen with it are real. Like, and it's like that with anything. Like, you're literally putting something foreign into your body to go with it. I'm not doing it because I'm afraid that I'm going to die if I get COVID or anything like that. I know that sounds morbid as hell, but I'm doing it more so as in like I want to be a contributing factor towards potentially getting the freedom back.
Yeah.
You know. Now, where I wanted to go with this conversation, if you guys don't mind,
Let's do it.
is a little bit about the drama that's gone on the other side of Australia. Actually, firstly, there's some other drama I want to quickly touch on. Jake,
What's up, my G?
you told me about some drama.
When exactly did I tell you about?
Apparently, there's some beef in the fridge.
Beef in the fridge.
Yeah,
We're talking about
it's ice cold.
some of that
That Kanye beef.
Kanye beef. You reckon?
Yeah. What's
I
the
haven't
other?
tried it yet. What is it like?
I know you've tried the Drake beef.
Nah, man. I mean, look, as a fellow hip hop follower,
Enthusiast. Yes.
enthusiast, if you will, yeah, man, they're having a bit of a
What did it
an
start
online feud.
Because I heard it briefly on the radio that Kanye had put some personal details of Drake's up online.
Okay. So this beef's been going on for nearly 2 years now, right?
Okay, wow.
Right, and I can't remember exactly how it all fucking kicked off.
Yeah.
But let's just say in later news, recent news, Kanye posted Drake's fucking address for a quick moment on the socials. And you know what the fucking the Ye fans and the Drake fucking fiends are all like.
Screenshot.
instant, right? But Drake posted back within an hour of him cruising in his Rolls Royce, just pissing himself off. And I'd say he'd be either balls deep fucking in like the fucking liquor, or he was stoned out of his head, just pissing himself off and over the fact that Kanye just did that, right? But then at the same time, Drake, as we all know, has got an album that's been sitting and waiting. Certified Lover Boy, right?
Was he laughing like this?
Yeah. I
Bro,
cracked
pretty
up.
much, man. Pretty much. Just sitting there with his champagne, like, you know what it is. We about to drop, baby. We about to drop. But the thing is, yeah, so Kanye obviously did that, tried to shoot shots, and Drake just responded with, I'm ready when you are. So they both have albums ready to go. And but I mean, yeah, we'll get back into that conversation a little bit later. But that's a bit of that's what's been stirring in the pot lately, my man.
Yeah. So the drama I was talking about wasn't that, but I just thought that would be something that needed clarification. Because I was a little confused about where the fuck this all started from. But of course, everybody knows I live under a rock, so that's all good.
That's right.
Anyways,
That's why we're here. We're here for the people, man.
Anyways, I wanted to discuss the drama that's going over on the eastern coast of Australia at the moment with the whole Backstreet Boys reunion tour taking over Victoria and New South Wales with initially just like a first off kind of normal lockdown. Now it's an extended lockdown. Now there's no end in sight at the moment, just with the increasing numbers and stuff like that. It's just insane. And look, if you're a listener over in the eastern states, my heart goes out to you guys, all of us, thinking of you. It's tough. It's very, very tough. And it really does really suck. But we're not here to talk about that. We're going to talk about more like the nitty gritty of it, because I think it needs to be talked about, because unfortunately what I see a lot of on social media at the moment, I'm sure you guys do too, and listeners out there, watchers out there, viewers, you're probably seeing it as well. It's like there's someone out there going like, hey, don't be a fucking idiot, go and get the shot, and stuff like that. And then you've got people on the other side, duh, you're taking away my rights, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you're both right, okay, but you're also both wrong in terms of how you're taking the approach to it all. Everybody's literally reactive at the moment, just like we mentioned at the start, when Amy was in here, it's a survival response at the moment. Everybody's out for themselves.
It is. It really is like that. It's so divided. It's like it's gotten beyond the point of like, what the fuck is going on now? Like, come on, people.
It's rare to see someone giving a shit about someone else.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you said, survival of the fittest, and it's getting to the point where everyone's kind of lying to everyone, and no one really gives a fuck. At the same time.
Yeah, and you're right. It's like this faction or that faction, and if you're not in this faction, people are breathing down your neck and yelling and carrying on if you're not on their side, like you are the part of the problem or this or that.
On it. Actually, that's one of the points I was going to say that, but I wasn't going to go down that rabbit hole. I think that's for another episode. But
True. No, fair enough.
We've just come off the back end of a period of time where it was like you're either on my side or you're against me. Kind of thing. There's no like you're allowed to have your own point of view or your own view or anything like that. It's been all
there's no middle ground. It's all left field or right field.
You're with me or you're against me kind of thing. It's
absolutely.
like what the fuck? Like are we kidding here now? Like
it's terrifying.
No one's allowed to have their own opinion.
No, left or right, pretty much, isn't it?
Like no one's saying that my opinion is right, and if I we could go into an argument, for instance, right? And I could be like, hey, I'm right, and I don't agree with your point, and you could say the same, and then I could immediately take your point and be like, no, well, fuck you, your point's wrong. That's exactly what's kind of happening at the moment, and it's kind of shitty, and that's exactly what's happening with the vaccinations and stuff like that at the moment, or like the people that are against it. My problem with it all, at least this is how I view it. And look, for those listening, no matter what side you're on, I respect whatever side you're on as well. And I'm not telling you to pick one side or the other or to try and pull you over to my point of view or anything like that. This is just me expressing how I see the situation at the moment. I think it's been severely mismanaged on both sides. 100%.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, let me tell you why. Firstly, the government put everybody into lockdown, right? Because Backstreet Boys rocked up off their flight. And they're like, yeah, we're Backstreet's back, baby.
All right.
But they were back with their new song, Delta.
Back with the vengeance.
They came with special guest Delta.
And what the fuck?
Delta Goodrew, I don't know. Oh, can we not keep anything serious?
Yo, you are killing me, bro.
Got him.
All right.
But no, so obviously going into lockdown, knee-jerk reaction, we need to get the shit under control.
Yeah.
Everybody's tired of being in a lockdown at the moment. But the problem with how the government went about it was, hey, we're going into a 5-day lockdown. Before that even ended, hey, it's going to go on for another couple of weeks. Hey, no, it's just ongoing. We'll tell you when you're allowed out. But not one mention of this is the support you're going to get.
Yeah.
That should have been mentioned from the get-go. Instead, what you did is you instigated people to freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because again, they're trying to survive.
Yeah.
You imagine, like, there's actually this one news report of this big powerlifter guy. I can't remember his name. He's quite well renowned here in Australia, but he opened up his gym in the middle of the lockdown in New South Wales. And he would just sit out the front of his gym. It was open, and he was advertising for people to come train there. Cool. Do what you want. But people were instigating him. Reporters were rocking up, interviewing him, poking. You know what they do. Like, they're going to try and get a reaction out of him, make him look bad. But he jumped on social straight away, and he actually flipped out. And he's like, get the fuck off this is my gym. Get away. Get the fuck away. What are you going to fucking do? Like, he's threatening.
Jesus.
This guy's like 6 foot something, and he's a fucking house monster. Yeah, so he's chasing this guy off, and he went straight onto socials after. Goes, yeah, I overreacted and I snapped. Because what do you expect? Like, we're going into lockdown. This is my income.
Yeah.
Now I have no income, and I still have to pay my bills, and I've got a kid on the way. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
It's like the government's literally expecting people to go home. Hey, look, go home, relax, don't worry. You're not going to get paid, and you're still going to have to pay your bills. You're still going to have to put food on the table.
It's not right.
It's like, what the fuck do you want people to do?
How can you?
The landlord is not going to just stop your rent.
No.
Not unless you enforce something, where it's illegal to do it during a lockdown. But it's just fucked. On the other side, okay, is the whole the people protesting against it all and stuff like that, right? I keep wanting to say right. It's not a right because they're not writing. It's the wrong choice of words.
Yeah.
But there's the anti-vaxxers and the pro-choice kind of people, and the two of them are getting mixed up because the anti-vaxxers are disguising themselves as pro-choice kind of people, and vice versa, pro-choice are getting mixed in with the mix of anti-vaxxers based on the information that they're throwing out there, and it's getting very fucking confusing.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're dragging people in there. Now, why do I say that? Like, again, if you are one of those people that either are an anti-vaxxer or you're pro-choice kind of thing, I'm not saying your choices are wrong. It's your body. You do what you want to do. I'm all for that. Just like, my body's my body, and I'm going to go get the jab on Tuesday. Like, it's my choice. No one told me to do it. No one made me feel bad.
Yeah.
I just want to do it. Mm-hmm. My issue with what's happening there is that every tiny little article out of context, it's being grabbed and thrown out and
blown up.
To suit their narrative and stuff like that. And I understand that. Like, again, survival of the fittest almost. Everybody's fighting for their right. But it's just kind of shit because it's not doing anyone good. Because on both sides, you're kind of doing the same for the bystanders, the people that are just trying to wait this out. You're affecting them negatively in the same way. The government, not like now, there is obviously some sort of government support, small little payouts and stuff like that. And to be honest, like I'm taking a dig, but I'm also not taking a dig at the same time. If you are an anti-vaxxer and you're doing these protests and you're trying to strong arm people, and you're forcing the government's hand to be more strict on lockdowns and stuff like that, you better not be taking those handouts, because that does not make any sense. That's literally you going, hey government, why aren't you paying me? Wait, actually, I'm going to use that money to go and fuel my protest. So that's my point of view. Okay, like no representation.
It fucking makes sense, man.
But like it's like being told, oh, I don't want to do what you tell me to do, but you're still going to pay me. It's like going to work and being told, oh look, I don't want to do the job, but you still need to pay me. Like, no, like it doesn't work like that. That's not how the world goes round.
Yeah.
You're not served things on a silver platter.
No.
But that's the world we live in now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Anyways, before I go too deep into that, but yeah, basically the government isn't supporting, I don't think, and it's not supporting the people at home that are trying to do the right thing, because they just want to go back to some level of normalcy, normalcy, whatever that word is. And then you've got the people that are fighting for their rights, the anti-vaxxers, the pro-choice people, that are going out and protesting, but that's not really doing any good, because it's making the government cause the lockdowns to go even longer. With the potential contribution towards the spread of the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, it's just getting worse and worse and worse, and it's almost like
it's going to get more worse too.
Yeah, and it's almost like it starts to look a little bit more like it's a sacrificial cause, as in, like, if you don't know what I'm kind of talking about here, it's basically, it's almost like, hey, no, like, I understand you don't have money to pay for your bills at home right now, but you need to shut the fuck up and let us do our fight, and if you die, you die. Like it's literally like that. This is for the greater good kind of thing. It's like no one should have to be a consequence to someone else's actions.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Never. Unfortunately, yes, it does sometimes happen.
Yeah.
But in these kind of instances, like, it shouldn't be that. There are smarter ways to fight it. Fight it that way. Like, maybe even just be a bit more strategic around it. Like, wait till the lockdowns are done, then fight your fight.
Yeah.
Get a good fucking lawyer. If you've got thousands of people rocking up to your protest, and I'm sure those same thousands of people can put their money together and get a decent lawyer to fight for whatever right that you want as well.
Time and place. Yeah.
Look, look, I'm just throwing shit out of my mouth here with my point of view on this, but
Yeah, it stinks.
like, but yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't have a solution to this, but that's how I feel about it, and that's at least how I feel about what I'm seeing at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's pretty crazy. And I guess I wanted to bring this up because with my line of work, like I speak to a lot of ladies that are getting depressed. They're getting hopeless. They're falling down into a very dark place because of this, because there's no light at the end of the tunnel. They don't know
and it's the environment they're surrounded by right now too, man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, hence not being able to, so let's say, not leave the house in general over there, but it's like the fact that they're surrounded by negativity, TV wise, social media wise.
Yeah.
Their fucking neighborhood is just cluttered with the same conversation. It's like you can't go to the fucking shops without hearing it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's
bombarded
just,
with it,
and you're bombarded, and you're gonna
literally.
soak that up and become that entity almost. You know what I mean? It's fucked, man.
Yeah.
You know, excuse my language, but it is. It really is, man. And you know, the fact that they're going through that while we're in the position where we're kind of in a bit of a bubble, if you will. It's kind of like we can have both perspectives and sides of where people are coming from with their arguments.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it's like we can agree to disagree with some of the points they're making, but it's also like, okay, maybe go out about it a different way.
Yeah, do better.
You know, but see it from that perspective, because right now you can't see it right now because you're just letting all that negative energy come in.
Yeah.
Try and stand back and go, okay, that's the obvious, right? That's the fucking obvious. But let's see how these other people are doing it around different parts of the world even.
Yeah.
And then let's try and come together and do this shit. Or like Ray said, if you really want to protest against this, then do it the right way by investing in the time and place and who's going to have your back with your argument.
Literally play chess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a game of fucking chess, this is, man.
Yeah.
You know, and at the end of the day, what it comes down to it is obviously do your research for starters, but two, at the same time, don't believe what every motherfucker says on the internet.
No,
Do your research.
Do your research, and at the same time, stand by what you believe in.
Yeah.
And don't worry what the fuck anyone else has to say about it.
No, you
Unless-
make some good points, man, for sure.
Unless they have valid points, man.
Yeah.
So,
And then that,
but-
again, that choice made off your research is based on your comprehension of
Yeah.
that research and what resonates with you. Is it wrong?
And accept,
No,
and another thing is too, though, for the listeners as well, right? But like, it's going to get to the point where with this whole vaccination shit, you're going to have to come to terms with an exception or acceptance, I should say, where let's say you don't want it. Okay, fair play. You're not going to have it, but these are going to be the consequences. X, Y, and Z.
Same thing happens. I just thought of this example just then. It's like, you know, like, okay, a bit of a not so relevant example though, but flu vaccinations.
Yeah.
They're not mandatory,
No,
but there are consequences to whether you have it or not.
exactly right.
Okay.
True.
The obvious one is you get more sick or you get less sick.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And that can be both ways, which is whether you have it or not, right? Because I know I get more sick when I have it, so that's why I don't get the flu jab.
Yeah, of course.
And that's why my choice to do the COVID jab is more of a freedom-based thing,
Yep.
as opposed to, I don't even want to call it freedom, but more as like helping the narrative of what we're being told at the moment, helping that along.
Yeah.
I'm choosing to believe. Okay, that's my choice of it. But with the flu, going back to the flu jab kind of thing, it's like, for instance, when old mate Brett or even Dave and Sarah, you know, when we wanted to go see their kids, you know, get the flu jab, get the whooping cough jab.
That's true, yeah.
Otherwise, you can't see our kid.
Yeah.
Consequences.
It is.
It's literally that. It's
It's
like,
exactly
you don't
that,
want to get it
yeah.
done. Cool. All right, cool. You just have to wait till they're older.
Yeah.
You know, but if you want to see them right now, go get the jab.
Yeah. Yep.
And like you can still, people can argue even with that. Like I've argued about that point as well. It's like, okay, if I literally just got the jab, like let's say right fucking now, if I got that jab, the flu or whooping cough jab, then suddenly everyone's okay with me going and seeing the baby when I literally just had the jab and it hasn't taken effect on my body
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, it's a
Like
good point.
it
Like,
doesn't
we're-
make sense.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know, but that's still it's besides the point. It's more the principle of like, who are you trying to appease right now?
Yeah.
You know, if you want things to go back to normal, so you can see your friends who do have the jab or don't have the jab, or you want to travel over,
Or family and friends that live,
internationally.
interstate or
Yeah.
international, whatever it is.
Yeah, like
These are the things you have
this is your
to
choice.
embrace and
What
you have to
pain are
accept.
you willing to go through to get the greater good?
Yep. Fucking
Yep.
oath.
I feel you.
Yeah.
But you guys raised some very good points on this topic, and going back to the negative side of things, which is vastly fucking popular at the moment when it comes to this subject. But unfortunately, in the modern world, as you mentioned before, Jake, and yourself, Ray, like, you got to put this into perspective with the media, in particular, that negative sells and continuously sells.
yes.
Yeah,
and
but
that's all we
that's-
see.
That's been news for forever, man.
That's all
You know,
we
it has.
see. That's
That's
why.
why, to be honest, I try to avoid watching the news, man.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact. The whole negativity thing is a exploitation of the human response.
To
It is.
reptilians taking over the world where they feed off negative energy and they're slowly killing us.
Yeah,
Anyway.
if you want to think of wow, yeah, if you want to think of that, yeah, sure. But no, what it is okay.
What it is.
What it is. All right, little experiment.
do
If
it.
I got, let's say, 100 people that know you, Jake,
Yes, sir.
if I got them to write down one thing about you, good or bad, and I presented you with that piece of paper, let's say 99 of those things are good, overwhelmingly good, superbly good, like they would put you on the top of a fucking mountain, get you any job you wanted, right? But one of them is negative. Simple thing. I don't like your moustache. You'd pay attention to that over the 99.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a survival thing. It's like, why does that person have something negative to say?
Yeah, because
know?
it's something that you don't tell yourself or you don't remind yourself of.
You don't remind yourself of, but it's a survival instinct. It's literally the danger.
Yeah.
Our bodies recognize it as danger.
Yep.
Kind of
And
thing.
you go into a
Yeah.
belief system where you go,
Yeah.
they're right.
If there was all kitties and fluffy little puppies and stuff
What?
like that, and
Sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to say Shane Sign and rainbows. What the fuck?
Sunshine and rainbows.
Fucking dyslexic fuck.
Proceed.
Sunshine and rainbows. If that was on the news, you'd easily flick away because you don't recognize it as important. That's just how we're wired biologically. If we see something that goes
We
raging
react.
fire, you'd be like, "Oh fuck, where is the raging fire?"
Yeah, we react quickly to negative
Yeah.
response.
So the media.
Hang on, I said that wrong. We react quick.
Use your words.
We respond.
God damn it! We respond and react quicker to negative stuff rather than
Yep.
positive. We
Yeah.
do react
Yeah.
to positive, but more quickly. I think the response
Because
is
it's
with
a
the negative.
It triggers the endorphins in your brain to go, oh,
Yeah.
Or even that fight or flight
that's
mode. Too,
Adrenaline ramps
that's
up.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's like, oh my god, that's fucked up. But
Yeah,
I can't not look at this.
Yeah. It's
You
our
know?
body literally trying to make us survive.
It's almost like an addiction.
Yeah.
You know,
And then
and-
you can get trapped in a loop.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%, man.
That's how mental trauma happens because you just
Yeah.
Always
And then
reminded
you're feeding into that energy and you're going, yeah, okay, I'm going to believe that now. And, you know, that's what it comes down to. So it's like what you hear on the news, somewhat of it is true.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. And I agree with that.
Just
but at
do
the same time, pinpoint it or circle out and what's the word I'm looking for? You know,
extract
the conversation, the sentence, whatever it may be, and then really go, okay, narrow it down and go, all right, yeah, that makes sense. That other shit added to that sentence, not so much.
Yeah, take a step
You know,
back.
and it's like, all right, I can see where they're going with this conversation, but I can see at the same time they're fucking talking out their ass.
Yeah.
You know, and it's true. But look, at the end of the day, I mean, we can keep talking about this for fucking hours, like you said, Ray,
Yeah.
but, you know,
yeah. We don't want to feed
do
the
as you
negative.
please, but accept and understand
other people's choices.
other people's choices. And yeah, you know what? Like, don't make someone feel bad if they are going to get the shot, and don't make someone feel bad if they're not going to get the shot, man.
Yeah.
Because, like, who gives a fuck if you do or you don't, man? Like, let's be honest. It's your choice. That's all that matters.
Here's a little
That's
thing.
when you got to give a fuck.
Yeah, and here's a little thing that I think a lot of people are getting trapped in.
Respectfully.
They think that by getting the shot, they are protecting other people. No, you're fucking not. Taking a jab doesn't put a bubble around you.
Ah, man.
Like what? Like, can you imagine that though? Like, little quick injection in the arm, and then
Yeah, right.
and you're just like, all right, see you later.
Just roll it around.
Like the Zorb balls.
And getting the jab also means that you are not completely immune to getting it either.
No, you can
You can still get it. It probably just won't be as bad.
Yeah.
But,
Well, that's all it is, man. It's you're getting this because if you, let's say you are getting the jab, right? Oh, Ray's getting the jab. I'll eventually get it. You'll get it eventually. But you know, it's because it's gonna slow down the process.
Yep.
We're all gonna fucking get Backstreet Boys reunion tour tickets eventually.
We're all got to cooperate.
Yeah, we're all gonna get that ticket eventually. But when we do get the ticket, it's not gonna have a major impact.
it's not going to be as bad as what it could potentially be.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You'd hope.
So, yeah, it's one of those things, man.
Yeah.
But look, I can't be fucked talking about this anymore, man.
No.
It's already fucking
Look, I've
draining
got-
my
I've-
energy, bro.
Look,
For
bro,
real, like.
I've got some positive things. But, and this is
Please, Ray, we need bring us out of
Yeah,
this.
bring
fucking
us out
hole.
of this.
Come on.
Bring us out. This is
Bone saw. No, sorry.
Bonesaw is ready. This is mainly for I guess, yeah, any of our international listeners that are in lockdown due to the same reasons, and also those people that are over in the eastern states. Little tip is, firstly, do some goal setting and have something to focus on. When you're in lockdown, you can't leave your house. You can barely leave your house, actually. You can go for like that 1 hour of exercise a day. But because you're in your four walls and you feel restricted, you can't see people, you can't make human connection, it can be a little bit hard and tough to, focus on what you want in life. You still have control. You have 2 feet and a heartbeat. Well, I'm assuming you have 2 feet unless something happened. Oops. But look, you can still move about. You can still do things. You can still control what you put in your mouth. You can still control what you read. My little tip is do some goal setting. Wait, actually, first, rewind back. Stop watching the news. Watching the news and trying to find out how many cases there are and stuff like that. What are you going to do with that information? You just need to wait till they go, okay, on this date, we're out. Okay? Just wait for that information. Don't pay attention to the numbers.
Yeah, the numbers.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they don't mean shit.
Yeah, it's just fear mongering. That's all it is.
Yeah, we've had enough of that in this world, especially at this point in time.
Do some goal setting. Set yourself, some goals. If you're stuck at home, use it as an opportunity to be grateful that now you have a little bit more time. Because how many times when we're stuck in a busy work week and we go
like, fuck, I wish I could have planned that out better, or I wish I had more time,
or even I wish I could. I really miss that hobby I used to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Pick up some old hobbies. Get into something you never thought you'd get into.
Yeah,
you have time,
and plan for that future goal. Like you said, like goal settings, obviously, but like plan for that big future dream or goal that you want. Like whether it be. You want to plan
future projects.
Future projects.
Yeah.
You want to travel in, say, the distant future, and you go, all right, I would love to go to that place. I'm going to research up about this specific place and the spots that are the hot spots or the non-hot spots.
Yeah.
Shit like that, man.
We're proof of this as well. Like, we started this podcast a couple of months prior to this really shit hitting the fan, here in Australia.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when it happened, we couldn't do any episodes. We couldn't do any recording, but we were still thinking about it.
Yeah.
And
some of our best ideas, sorry to cut you off, but some of our best ideas came out
absolutely
that time.
100%. But prior to that, I had no idea how to edit audio. I had no idea how to chop up video. I had no idea what the hell we were looking for, when we bought all this equipment and stuff, or what we wanted out of it. But I learned that shit during the lockdown. Because that's all I could do. I was living on my own. Now, you might be more blessed and be living with someone during the lockdown at the moment. And if you're not, then keep yourself busy. Keep your mind stimulated. Read books. Listen to audio books if you can't read, or if you prefer it. Just do something. Do something productive. Make yourself better so that when you come out of that lockdown, you are 10 times more the person that you were when you went into that lockdown.
Yes, I'm vibing with this, man.
When you come out, you will absolutely dominate. And that's something I believed from the start when we were in that lockdown. I was like, I'm going to fucking kill this job, world. I'm going to kill it at everything because I do not want to be the same. That's something I've always had. Like, that's always what I've always been. I've always wanted to kill the old version of me and be a better new me.
That's awesome.
All the time.
Evolve in the best way.
Awesome.
And you taught me that exact quote or saying about 3 years ago, and I've lived by it ever since too, man.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's awesome to hear you say that because I was like, preach, my brother, because I live the same. Who I was last week or a month ago is not the same bloke I am now.
And if you don't have motivation as well, like, here's some harsh truth as well. Motivation is bullshit. Don't rely on it. It's absolute bullshit. Because motivation is the spark. It's like the little flint thing on your lighter, right?
Yeah.
That's what motivation is. It gets you going. But what keeps you going is your habits, your routine, your discipline.
Yep.
So
facts.
to have that,
routine is key.
Absolutely. To have that, you need to find what I call your why. Okay, so write down what your goal is. Write down why that goal is important to you. Also, then write down why it's important to you, why it makes you feel a certain way. Just keep asking why till you get to something that makes you feel a little bit choked up and a little bit uncomfortable, and makes you remember something that is deep rooted and very personal.
Yeah.
Find that and then you've kind of found your why, because now it's not just a simple weird topical kind of shit like, oh, I want to learn how to read or something like that. Oh, I don't know, I couldn't think of anything else just then. But like, it's now I want to learn how to read because I can't read right now, and me being the only one out of my circle of friends or my family that doesn't know how to read really makes me feel like shit, and I feel like shit because I don't feel like I'm educated enough, and I don't like feeling like shit because it affects every other area of my life, and I know I'm worth more. Like,
So there's
how much more deeper is that?
It's more to the why than just saying why.
Yeah, just keep asking yourself why.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
to what you answer yourself in the previous question.
That's
yeah.
good. Very
Anyways,
good. Very
thanks
good
for taking my
points.
TED talk. I'll see you guys later.
So I think looking on that, Ray and Jake and everyone listening here, like
And Chris.
tough times never last.
Only tough people left.
But even during negative times, positive things can come from
Right.
it. Like, for example, this podcast. And I think everyone should
Just this
breathe
past-
that in and just let it soak for a while.
Just this past week, you won't believe the number of people I have told that story to about what you said to me last week on the pod, where you're like, tough times never last. Tough
really?
people last. Like, I was telling so many people that same story about I was venting about the shitty driver, and you're like, tough people.
Tough time.
And then I was using it as a quote to motivate them. Like,
That's hilarious, man.
All right, gentlemen.
Oi, but just random side note. I was listening to my new favorite podcast.
You're going to fuck up my segue here, but go on. Go.
funny story actually about segues.
Go on, Jake. You're halfway through.
Go on,
it now.
Jake. Go.
Nah, I didn't mean to fuck up. I fucked the vibes up now. Fuck, damn it.
You're all good. Go on. What are you going to say? Go.
No, Chris, you go.
No, I want to hear the rest of this now.
Oh, okay, all right. Whatever. Put me on the spot now.
It's getting hot in here.
So, I was listening to the podcast Rory and Mole, and these guys were on a podcast called the Joe Budden Podcast, right? But they technically got fired, even though the terms and the conditions and everything that had happened was actually not on them. It was their boss that fucked up.
Right.
And anyways, that's a different rabbit hole, and that's a different conversation I'll get into on another episode. Long story short, they moved on, got into a new podcast, and it's killing it. It's great. It's fucking funny as. Now, they were talking about a conversation on specifically to do with relationships, right? So with
Okay.
a significant other. Now I'm going to ask you the same question, so just bear with me. And the listeners. So Mole says to Rory, yo man, how long does it have to be after your significant loved one passes away before they can suck a dick? So like, you know,
Oh man.
how long would it have to be before your dead ass lets Amy suck some other person's dick?